at me, fella. Look here.
Stand by.
One for C-Lab, two for Troy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the Power Band, this is the Blah. In this episode, everybody dies. I'm your host, the Wolverine, along with my super friend companions. Head in a jar, he go.
Hi.
And with us, as always, our good friend, Slab 2.
Weeks. What up?
Welcome to the show, folks. This week we are doing, yet another Peter Hyam movie.
And
This is our fourth now. I know. This is our fourth now inside of like 6 months. So we've done 2010, Outland. We did Running Scared last week. And now we're doing End of Days starring Arnold, because we were feeling some Arnold for a beginning of 26. So, yeah. Let's dig in. We got Arnold, we got Gabriel Byrne, we got Kevin Pollak, Robin Tunney, CCH Pounder, and some other randos. The guy from Ace Ventura.
Udo Kier.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Mark Margolis.
High level.
Udo Kier.
Oh, yeah, of course. Mark Margolis as the Pope. What could be better than that?
It's pretty sick. I love me
Right?
some Margolis.
Rod Steiger as Father Kovac.
Rod Stewart as Father Kovac.
And Kevin Pollak as Bobby Chicago, who's a Jets fan
Bobby
who lives in New
Chicago.
York.
Yeah, right.
Because of course he does. Dude, Kevin Pollak was... I
love
like Kevin Pollak, but he was just such a weird douchebag sidekick here.
Sure.
High levels, you guys go, man. I'm
Yeah.
going to shit all over this, and I don't want to be the only one.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to start off on a grumposity tip.
I don't know. Ben? You wanna go? All right, I'll go first. Unless you're dying to go first.
No, go ahead.
Okay. When I saw this movie when it came out, and I was like, it didn't do it for me. I was like, oh, there's not enough Arnold puns and like, usual Arnold type of fare. I was kind of bummed out, And I think I was less sort of receptive to like sort of kind of biblical like lore movies,
City.
I don't think I really changed my tune on that till Constantine came out. But like, excuse me. So I wasn't really that into it, but I don't know. Watching it now, I definitely felt differently about it. Like I liked it. I felt like there was something missing, and I don't know exactly what. I haven't been able to exactly pinpoint what it is. I think this is like the kind of like the maybe only serious kind of Arnold movie, to be honest. And like, it's definitely, I think, the only one that he dies in.
It is that.
And right. And then, I don't know. It had a lot of elements that I liked, and then some elements that I didn't like. I was very like, I don't know, I was bullish because it was Peter Hyams, and like the guy's like hit on 3 other very different movies that we've done. So I was bullish about that, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys think and see where my opinion ends up later on. I wouldn't say that I was overwhelmed. I wouldn't say that I was whelmed. I liked it, but I still felt like there was something missing from it. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. So I'll leave it there.
Gee.
Word up.
I'll leave it there, G. I couldn't resist, man. I love it.
Arrivederci.
It's too good.
Vaffanculo.
Benny, talk.
I didn't take this too seriously.
That's
I
probably a good thing.
kind of enjoyed the ride. It was
Thank you.
very convoluted and silly. I love that Schwarzenegger's character's name is Jerry Cocaine.
I didn't get that. I love
know.
that.
Come on, dude.
Which is fun because like there's a movie called Southland Tales, and it's I can't remember the name of the director, but it's the same guy that did Donnie Darko, and it's kind of like a satirical thing.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
like,
that was
The
a good
Rock
movie,
is The Rock is like this character who's like he's an actor, and like he's like kind of confused with his character from a movie, and the character's name is Jericho Kane.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
clearly, there's like they're kind of like biting on this a little bit in that movie.
I like it.
Which is great. Yeah, and you got
And then only came
Kevin
out a few
Pollak,
years
who's
after this. Yeah.
Bobby Chicago, who is a New Yorker who's a Jets fan. Like, wouldn't he be like a New Yorker who's like a Bears fan or something? You know? And
Yeah.
that's
I know,
like
right?
the nickname. They're like, fucking Johnny Chicago, fuck you. You know?
No, that would be it. Like the guy that moved from Chicago, you know, and it's like that's how everybody remembers
or he's
him.
just like a New
he couldn't
Yorker
remember
who
his
just happens
name.
to love the fucking Bears or whatever. Anyways,
Yeah, he's a
Sure,
fair weather fan.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So then, like, I don't know, somewhere in this, I solved the movie. I decided that the solution to the whole problem of the movie was for Arnold to have sex with Christy New York and impregnate her, and then
And beat the devil to
then
the punch.
yeah, yeah. Listen, this is going to sound really crazy, but you have to let me fuck you. I don't even want to do it, but if I get you pregnant, then he can't get you pregnant, and then everything's going to be fine.
I mean, that's kind of genius. And it also kind of plays into the trope of like the damsel in distress having like no fucking agency whatsoever in these types of movies of this era, you know? So I kind of I think that's funny.
Talk about no agency, dude. Jesus.
It was right at the movie where with the creepy like albino dude on the subway that's like, he's gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Like,
the dude from the Aphex Twin videos fucking comes out of the scene.
Exactly.
I'll leave it there.
I like it. That's great.
All right. No, that was really
That
good.
was the perfect level. I'm not actually going to shit on it too bad. I just like this was We Have Constantine at Home for me. I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
dude.
I get it.
Totally fair.
And I don't know. Like, it had its somewhat interesting bits here and there. I actually I hate to say it, but to answer your question, Kev, of what is missing or wrong, I think that Arnie is just straight up miscast in this movie. And if it was like a Bruno or somebody else, I think it would have been way more plausible. I love Arnie. I love him to death. And I'm glad he kind of stretched a bit here, and he was kind of doing the more Bruno-esque, like gonna blow his brains out in the beginning scene, and by the end he literally dies for the first time in any movie. So like, it's a stretch for Arnie, but it was kind of like a stretch for me to believe that Arnie fit in the role in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of unfair in one way, but I feel like if it was a different actor, it might have been a different movie.
Arnie is such a success guy that it's hard to buy that he's like a down on his luck, you know, like about to eat a bullet, you know, making a smoothie out of
floor pizza smoothie.
Leftover beer and fucking pizza
I
he found off the
traded in
floor.
my steak and egg sandwich.
Dude, floor pizza smoothie is pretty sick. Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you, man.
He's just such a motivated dude. Like I just
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can imagine him like being hyper motivated and not giving in to the demons, you know? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, whatever.
I think he deserves the chance to.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like
take a swing.
You know, take a swing and expand his
Absolutely,
vocabulary a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Like,
as it
I think it could work. It just wasn't. It was the movie was played as if it was like Bruno that should have.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like Bruno that should have been the protagonist. Where like if you're gonna have Arnie, like play it up for Arnie. You know.
And they kind of did with the whole like him running around with all the guns, like him with. I have to say, I really enjoyed him just like, maybe I'll just shoot the devil, and then he's like, I'll just get a different gun and a different gun and a different gun. It's like, okay, man. It's just very Commando-esque approach to fighting the devil, which I thought was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I've got my special trench coat for rappelling out of a helicopter.
And we did get him dropping a 9mm line.
Exactly.
Which is pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I call this a tactical trench coat. It's specifically designed for jumping out of a helicopter without a helmet or a parachute of any kind.
to catch tongueless bums.
It's got a special harness attached to the back of it.
And this is the trench coat that I wear when I'm going into the sewers looking for the bums.
Exactly.
This has got a kind of like the whole Batman with the different Leathermans kind of feel to it, which I really like.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And this is the trench coat that I wear when I'm battling supernatural demons.
Yeah. I think if you do that, and if every character that helps him is actually Tom Arnold. So if it's like Tom Arnold is Kevin Pollak and Tom Arnold is flying the helicopter and like if just Tom Arnold is like plays like 7 characters in the movie, I think the movie's a better movie.
Tom Arnold. Blow me. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right, Chad. It is exactly right. Arnold is miscast in this movie. So like, I think you need a person that's like on the same level as Gabriel Byrne.
That's fair. It was actually written for Tom Cruise, which I also think doesn't really work. It probably works somewhat better, but the idea of a Scientologist saving Christianity is kind of funny, though.
That is kind of funny. I didn't really. Are there any nuggets?
Yeah, it's a nug. It was written for Tom Cruise, but he couldn't do it.
Wow.
But even writing it for Tom Cruise is wrong in another direction, I think. I don't even think Tom Cruise would be able to go toe to toe with.
No, somebody like Benicio del Toro would be the person to play that role. Like a guy like that, like him, or like somebody in that caliber. You know what I mean? Like I don't, like somebody like that. I think would have been, somebody that can really kind of get gritty with it, because they did Usual Suspects
gritty
together.
with it.
Getting gritty with it. But I'm talking about Splash. So somebody like him or Vigo, maybe. I don't know, like
Vigo.
There's a lot of people that do, because like I believe in Peter Hyams, right? Like I established that last week, as after we did Running Scared, and like I really think the guy's great, and I think he's got a lot of talent, and I think he pumped out some really great movies in his run, right? And like, so it's like, and the story's like cool. It's sound, it's like biblical lore, and like there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Biblical lore is cool if it's done right, like we love Constantine. Sure. So it's like if you have all that, right, and all the pieces are there, the visuals were good, the effects were good, like, the dialogue was pretty straight up.
I hate to say it, but the perfect choice for this role probably would have been fucking Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I was just thinking something similar.
Why do you hate to say that? What do you mean?
Just because he was
at the time, he would have been the perfect cast for it. I think,
absolutely.
It's not very far off from Riggs. Like the broken character who's like lost his family and all that stuff. I mean, maybe it's a little too on the nose, but like
you could,
he would have been able to. He would have been able to do
dude.
it.
You could do it.
No, I don't think it is too on the nose, because I think because of his like his faith is clearly a huge part of his life, and part of what's caused so much controversy with him, dude. But I think
good for him.
That fact alone though. Makes him the perfect person to play it, because he's so familiar.
Maybe not though.
Because he's so like, well, maybe you're right, but like just hear me out. Like he's so into his own faith, and he knows a lot about the lore. So it's like, he could be perfect for that.
He knows a lot about the Lord.
Hey. Harrison Ford was also around here. I could see Harrison Ford maybe doing it.
Harrison Ford's too like, hey, let's go watch a popcorn Indiana Jones type of movie to me, right?
I don't know, but he's done some other stuff.
No, not at all. I think Harrison Ford could have done it. Here's the other thing, right? Like we're kind of giving Arnie a bit of a hard time here, whether we mean to or not. But I feel like the movie doesn't really do a very good job of like explaining the character or putting the character in situations that really sort of I don't know, like it's like you get this background for the character, right? Like, you know, he's a security, you know, private security dude whose, you know, wife and kid was killed for some fucking reason. We don't really know why.
We don't even know that they were killed until later. It's just that they're dead.
You just that they're dead, and then you don't know. Yeah, you find out that they're killed, but like it's never really like pivotal to the character, you know.
No,
other than like
sad.
You know, other than you see that he's like, you know, considering blowing his brains out, like in the first scene that you meet him or whatever. So there's kind of a failure in the writing to really.
Yeah,
make that happen. You know, we're all kind of going about this thing where it's like, oh, we need somebody more serious to play that role. But it's like also the movie doesn't really make it. Yeah, like a you know, it's like it just kind of announces it as a thing, but doesn't really develop it much, or you know.
So you're saying there's no setup. Like there's a major lack of setup in terms of giving us context as to why this guy is like this.
That's like, you know, it's a thing, but it doesn't really seem to be affecting his decision making until like the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I agree with you. Like, we're kind of, I don't know. I don't think we've really started wailing on him so much as saying that he was miscast and these other people would be better without giving him like we haven't given him his due. So I agree with you.
And the character is a letdown like that. Stuff you just said.
Yeah, and
makes sense.
Well, I think that's right. I think you're right, dude. I think it's like we don't know enough, right? So it doesn't really like up the stakes, right? And crank the tension with the character, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like Riggs, you know, like in Lethal Weapon 1, like Riggs is kind of a fuck up. In Last Boy Scout, Bruno's kind of a fuck up. And I think it's like them being a fuck up that makes it plausible. Like it doesn't overly go into the backstory, but like that kind of rhymes a little bit with what you said a second ago, Benny, of like his behavior doesn't really change until later. Like, I don't know, maybe if he was more fucked up or more of a fuck up, it might have been more plausible, but it's just kind of like Arnie pretending to be sad while like blending pizza in a blender. You know what I mean? And then like going out and tacticaling out with that random driving the devil to the fucking Wall Street scene with the bum, you know? It's like an action scene for the sake of an action scene.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's something in the way that it's written that I feel like they could have, you know, like I feel like Arnie probably could have brought more if there was more to bring.
If there was more. Yeah,
I agree. Right? I agree. I think,
and you're dead right with what you said before of like he should be given a shot to do movies like this, like by all means.
Totally. And this sort of like was one of those movies, right?
Yeah.
It is one of those movies, and it's like he's really, really putting the work in here. You can tell, as we've seen him do in numerous other movies. Like people always like, you know, laugh at Batman and Robin and laugh at me when I say this, but like, dude, he did a really great, huge stretch in that movie to play Mr. Freeze. And I've always admired that. You know what I mean? Even though the movie was like a dismal failure, like, you know, like.
No, honestly, he might be one of the best things about it.
I think it is,
you know,
in my personal opinion, that is the best thing about that movie, you know, because the rest is dreadful. I mean, like he actually, in my opinion, outacted like George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell, like all of those guys, you know, who were just like, dude, what is this? You know, and Arnold was like locked in.
No,
you know, it's hard to do that.
Like he understood the tone, I think, you know, that kind of old school, you know, like, you know, it's like, you know, bad ice puns aside, but you know what else? What else would you expect?
What
you know,
like,
that's kind of what you want.
Gotta have some ice puns,
you know. So
it's a comic book movie and it's Arnold. I mean, those two things like they go together, right? You know, puns and those two things. Like, come on.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think like I do agree with you. I do not think that like they established enough of his pain or motivation in the beginning of the movie. It was just kind of like,
or how far he'd fallen. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And then it was also confusing as to like what he did, because like in the beginning, you just assume he's a cop. And then at one point, he says, "Oh, I used to be a police officer." So then you're kind of like, wait, what? What are you doing? You know, and confusing things like that never help. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know what was up with that, but I found it confusing even when I was doing it.
It's like one of the first examples of how I want someone like Kevin Pollak to walk in and be like, "Jericho, I know that your wife just got shot and killed by a criminal underground gang that you were in court with, and you double crossed them." Like the exposition that's like so on its face. This is like, it kind of needs that in a way, you know?
Right. It does.
Well, I mean, there's lots of ways to do that in a movie.
Sure.
And they just didn't do it really, you know? Like something like some impact is lost in the fact that they just didn't set that up properly. But you know, like,
sure.
This is like, you know, prime end stage Arnie here. Like there wasn't a whole lot. Like, this is like just like pre-Governator shit.
No doubt.
You know, and like we saw Arnie go from like, you know, being overdubbed because he could barely speak English.
New York, you mean?
To like, you know, like he really grew, you know, and he's known for his one-liners and shit, but like,
sure,
you know, like I think he's like I give Arnie credit for being a really great fucking action movie, you know, actor, and you know, even being able to do some pretty good comedy shit, like.
Totally, man.
Oh, he's funny, dude. Come on. He's so funny, man.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, he was funny. He was funny in movies that weren't supposed to be funny, you know? Like,
right.
So I think he's really good. And I think he's probably missed some opportunities to do some good shit. And I'm glad he got this. But for whatever reason, it fell flat.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
Because it's no weirder than him being pregnant in fucking Junior or Twins or, you know, Jingle All the Way. Like, those are obviously more comedy-esque, but like, it's no weirder of an idea having Arnie save Christianity or whatever, you know? Like, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, he did. So he did this
devil.
In '99.
Yeah.
And then he did The Sixth Day in 2000, which I thought was pretty good.
But like, it's coming off of Batman and Robin and Jingle All the Way, you know, like it is late stage Arnie, pre-Governator for sure. There was a nug in there that was saying that he like hurt himself.
Dude, Rise of the Terminator 3 was in 2003.
Was he in that one, or was that the one with the female Terminator mainly?
No, he was in it. Yeah, she was in it, but he was in it too. He was like the main.
There was some insurance shit where like, this was his first film since Batman and Robin, and the gap was because he had heart surgery after playing Mr. Freeze, and the studios and the insurers wouldn't insure him. So he literally could not get work because of the insurance people. And then when he did End of Days, they could see that he could handle the action stuff, and then all of a sudden the offers started flooding in again. So that's just kind of an interesting, weird behind the scenes thing of like the lull in that period for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was only like a year, because it's like Batman and Robin was 97, End of Days.
Well, who knows when
the
shit was shot though? I mean, it probably was shot pretty quickly.
Well, it's true, because he did looks like he did.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's like, I guess it's like the difference between a Arnie movie and a good Arnie movie. Like, is this a good Arnie movie? Maybe. Is it a good movie? No. What could it have been could it have been a great movie? Maybe. Without Arnie?
Maybe.
Probably. Like, I don't know. If you even just like stuck Keanu in here and called it Constantine 0 or Constantine 2, like, it would be serviceable. It's kind of a fucking weird plot though. You got a 1 hour to fuck some random kid, like,
he's
girl
gonna
that's born.
fuck you.
It just doesn't make, it's just kind of a fucking weird, you know, like all this numerology shit. It's like, if you turn the sign of the beast upside down, it's 999, which is 1999, which is what we're about to, this is fucking millennium. It's like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Often numbers seen in dreams were out of place or out of shape or even upside down.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 minus 3 is
999.
The numerology shit is so funny, man. Like, I didn't think anything could be dumber than fucking horoscopes, but then the numerologist entered the fucking chat, and you're just like, oh, okay. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5 ones, and then that equals 5, and 5 plus 1 is 9, and 999 is the mark of the beast upside down.
And the sixth letter of the alphabet is this, and therefore, you know.
yeah, exactly. Like,
well, you're just like a free association. Okay, yeah, that's
Okay,
totally. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's it.
Can we bleep bloop out for a second and how much I enjoyed the Christian bleep bloops in the basement of the church where like all these priests are like fucking tic-tacking away on the computers and stuff, like hacking the fucking Gibson while this random chick's got the stigmata on the bed. Like that was really fucking funny, man. It was like
that was pretty funny.
Born
yeah.
Identity level roomful attack for the fucking chick babbling Aramaic or whatever.
Yeah. In an unlocked basement.
Live translation like it was a fucking sci-fi movie. That's fucking great. What are you doing down here? You shouldn't be down here. Forget you saw anything. Fuck, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So stupid, dude. Yeah, okay.
We got a room like that down in the bunker here.
We definitely do. A bunch of priests. Oh,
it's like the TARDIS. There's just, you wander far enough in the bunker and you'll find some crazy shit.
That's it.
Sure.
Like it just reminds me of that like fucking goat or sheep raising room in Severance or whatever. You're just like, oh, okay. Brienne of Tarth is raising fucking goats. Cool, dude.
Mm-hmm. Come down to the goat room.
Can this be our fourth and final Peter Hyams movie, though?
I mean, for now, I think sure.
It was worth the watch. It was fun to watch. It filled a gap in my Arnie repertoire. I had not seen this. Had you seen this before? Have either of you guys seen this before?
I saw it when it came out.
Did you?
Because this was like, you know.
You said that.
Yeah, it was an Arnold
it can't
movie,
be
dude.
because there's time cop, and eventually we'll have to do that.
We'll have to do Time Cop. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
and
Time Cop is good. I forgot where were we? Like, what were we talking about
today on the Peter Hyams podcast?
I know, right?
You're watching it. You'd seen it. You'd seen it before, but Benny, it sounds like you hadn't seen it before. Is that correct?
I don't think I've seen it all the way through.
Yeah. Caught like a bit on HBO or something.
I've seen bits of it, yeah, but never the whole thing.
Because I feel like there's a universe where I saw this like 6 times in halves on HBO, but instead I saw Eraser 6 times in halves.
Yeah, like, I don't know, some of the later Schwarzenegger movies, I just didn't. It was just, I was on to different shit at that point.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching, like,
That's fair.
you know, I was too cool for school at that point. I was watching, like, Tarantino movies and shit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait, in '99, you mean?
Yeah.
Like when this came out? Yeah, I don't know. I think I saw it anyway because I was like, oh yeah, it's Arnold, man. I get Arnold's still cool, sort of. You know, I guess I was kind of like a douchebag like that.
Yeah. Your audio completely changed.
I know. I don't know what's going on. My cords are all. I need to get a new XLR cable. Hang on one sec. Adjusting. Hang on.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
better.
go.
That's it. Oh, maybe it's back to shit.
Perfecto. It was good for a minute.
It's good for 10 seconds. I don't know what's so funny, but I'm into it. I'm into your fucking phone zooming in on you all the time.
What's so funny is that I unplugged it.
And then it worked.
The second I unplugged it, you guys go, "Oh, whoa, that's so much better." It's like, yeah, it's because there's nothing going in there. It's pretty
better.
rough. Hang on one second.
That you ejecting last week to find Home Intruder really played well on that recording, by the way. It was fucking funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I agree. I liked the way it came out in the edit. Like when I came upon that part, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. It plays well.
Dude, in Jabba's toilet. God damn, that was good. I
That
love how
was
you just
funny,
randomly
man. That
yawn
was
and
really
it just
funny.
turned into this thing.
Jabba's toilet.
Yeah, that was really good. It was funny, man. There's a lot of funny stuff in that.
I mean, this thing has a lot of pieces that I think are attractive. You know, like I wasn't really into the Jesus-y shit at this stage. Like you said, Constantine kind of reinvigorated the interest in that occult bullshit for me. Because I just wasn't.
Sure.
I was like, I spent enough fucking time in church. I don't need to watch a movie about fucking church. Fuck off. You know, like that was kind of my headspace for a long time.
Yeah.
But between like an Arnie movie, some shoot 'em ups, you know, Gabriel Byrne as the devil, like he's great. You know, he maybe isn't as good as Stormare and Constantine, and maybe not as good as Pacino and the Keanu one, fucking Devil's Advocate or whatever. But he's pretty serviceable as the devil, and there's some interesting shit, and the cast is pretty good. There's like Udo fucking Kier and Miriam Margolyes, so like, it's got a lot going for it, and it kind of just I don't know, puttered along. I don't know. Like I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say it's interesting because I feel like, you know, like as qualified as Gabriel Byrne is, right? He's you know,
Yeah.
I felt like he was underused, or
He was
you
kind
know,
of.
like,
Yeah, you're right.
not somehow not quite served by the
Not enough lines
the
or
story or the you know, or just, you know, what could make him menacing, you know, like
Right.
like we're introduced to him by like, you know, walking in and like pulling, you know, his business partner's wife's boob out and you know Frenching
Firebombing
her,
the restaurant.
you know? Yeah, and then walking out and it explodes, and you're like, I don't know, is that badass? I don't know. That was
I will require your wife's boob. Only one.
that was pretty fucked. Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Just one.
I mean, it's very hedonistic and devilish. So, like, if that level of insanity was maintained, because all it is just him walking around being a creeper
and
you
devilish, but it's really random and like again,
to what
like,
end?
Does it really sell devil to you like evil? You know,
It kind of sells
No.
like a Loki
Incarnate,
style
you know,
mischief thing as opposed to like evil. Yeah.
Like
he's just
he
kind of
didn't. It did,
horny, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. No. I agree with you. Like I know you're being funny, but I think you're right on
No, it's
too.
bang
Like
on.
I think. No, it is because like he really comes off more like a lower tier kind of villain.
yeah.
Really, you know what I mean? Like and you don't even really get a taste of him being more than that until really the end when we get the glimpse of that, like the demon, right? And then he like flies into Arnold, right? And he goes flying across the room. And there was some like cool things in that battle for sure, and pretty impressed with the effects considering what year it was, you know, like. And then when we see his face like in fire form, like at the end, like when Arnold like puts himself on the sword, you know what I mean? Like it's not until then that we get a taste that any kind of feeling that he might be this like all powerful entity, you know what I mean? And I think you're also right that he wasn't used right, you know what I mean? Like. In the sense that like the character wasn't written right or he wasn't directed right. I'm not sure which, but
I feel like the blame doesn't fall on him doing a bad job with his performance. The blame falls on the writing not selling what you're supposed to be experiencing, you know?
Definitely, dude.
That's and I feel like, you know, it's a similar thing with Arnie. Like Arnie, I feel like was up to the task. You weren't sold on the character, you know, like you weren't invested, just as like you weren't invested in Gabriel Byrne either.
But it's interesting that you say that too, because like it's pretty fucking hard not to at least hit a base hit with being invested in the goddamn devil. Like, I mean, surely you can make it somewhat investable, you know, and like boob grabbing and firebombing. Like the scene where Kevin Pollak and Schwarzenegger are on stakeout and the devil like pees gasoline against the stoop and then lights his own piss on fire was just like,
yeah, that was
really
that was a little weird.
like fucking really,
right.
And it wasn't menacing. It was like, wait, what? The only kind of scene that I think was serviceable towards the devil character was when he's trying to convince Jerry Cocaine to fucking take his wife and daughter back, you know, like that was interesting. but the rest of it just kind of falls flat. So it kind of made it less interesting. Like the whole point of that scene was for Arnie to be like, "No, devil, fuck you," and throw him out a window, which was kind of awesome.
It was very Arnie. It was
very Arnie
things.
Yeah, it was very Arnie.
Yeah, and again, like I think they were compelled. Like I feel like Arnie and Gabriel Byrne were compelling there.
Yeah,
but the writing was like the thing that was not really, selling it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can even say the same thing for Udo Kier's character. Like in the beginning, you get Miriam Margolyes like taking the baby downstairs, and then they're doing some weird shit with a fucking rattlesnake. Okay, cool, whatever. And then it's like bum bum bum. Actually, that's her mom and dad now because they're like Satanists. And you're like, okay, whatever. So then Udo Kier keeps trying to like do the devil's work in various ways, and then just like pisses the devil off at one point. He's like, "Is that your wife and daughter?" And then like fucks his wife and daughter, and then just like punches his head off. Like just literally just like punches through his fucking head. It was like the most nothing character. That also had a little bit of something that you wanted more of him, I don't know.
Sure.
The more you break it down in conversation, the more the movie kind of falls apart.
It does.
Like I still kind of enjoyed it, but it really just falls apart.
No, I definitely enjoyed it, but like, yeah, it is falling apart the more we kind of.
Because they said that same thing about the cop Marge.
When I was
sorry, go ahead.
Watching it. That was what was happening when I was watching it, though.
It was falling apart.
It was falling apart. I was like, "Ooh, the wool was pulled over my eyes," and I was like,
"No, yeah, that's fair,
amazing."
It's kind of like you're chuckling at the silliness of some of the stuff, like pissing gasoline.
Absolutely. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, and I think you're right because like when I was watching it, I was just like, well, what did I expect? It's an Arnold Jesus movie. Like, of course it's going to be, of course it's going to be like this. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck would you expect? When you say it
like that, Chad. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Snaps and I were like Mystery Science theater.
Yeah. You kind of got it
as it was going on, and but that was, I mean, that's part of the charm of it too. You know, like I do enjoy movies that are like that. So
yeah, for sure. But they kind of feels like they were going for
like this?
serious though. It doesn't feel like they were going for silly, maybe.
No. Definitely going for serious. That is like apparent to me anyway.
Because like fucking Twins is going for silly. Junior's going for silly. Jingle All the Way is going for silly.
Doubt.
Obviously, they're different types of movies, but.
Sure.
If you're going for super serious and it doesn't fall correctly, and you're kind of, so you end up picking apart the movie as you're watching it. And enjoying the fact that you're picking the movie apart while you're watching it. But also kind of enjoying what's good about the movie at the same time.
Sure.
That's where we are with this. That's where I was with this.
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I kind of enjoyed it, but I was also kind of picking it apart.
Yeah.
And having a good time with picking it apart.
Yeah, it wasn't taxing me in some kind of way that was making me like upset, like I like Ben. I just enjoyed it. I was just like, yeah, this is kind of, whatever. I was kind of cramming it because I like, I don't know, for some reason yesterday I was like, oh, it's only Wednesday, I'm good. And then I got to today and I was like, oh wait, no, it's Friday. And I was like, oh Christ, I got to cram this movie, dude. Yeah, it was just one of those things. So I got all discombobulated because of the holiday schedule, but whatever. And anyway, so I was kind of cramming it in, but like I was like super engaged when I was watching it, and I was like, like there were other things I did like about it. Like I did like that it was like mostly filmed at night, I like the dark setting. Like I did read that like, it was difficult to film and like Arnold was, kind of having a hard time with it and some of the other cast members were as well, but like still like it was cool, man. It was cool that it was, I like that, and like steam and rain like work well, like especially for a movie like this with this type of content, and you kind of contrast it with like a bunch of like low light fire and like red light, and it's like it definitely makes like a, it's kind of sets a mood, sets a tone and sets a mood that I thought the look of it was pretty cool in that respect,
Sure. Yeah.
So there was that, and like, and again, like what I said before, like it was really like the effects were really good for like 1999. Like I know 99 obviously is a long way from like the mid 80s, you know, and Lucas had already kind of like, you know, knocked it out of the park with ILM, and now there was like some
And
other
the Matrix
really cool
is
stuff
like
being
just
done.
busting open that new doorway, or it maybe hasn't
Right,
quite
like
yet.
this same year,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, even like, you know, the sort of the Predator-esque kind of form of the devil before he like inhabits the body, you know, of Gabriel Byrne, you know, and some of the other things that we get to see are actually like really well done. Like they looked really good, man. Like I thought that like, you know, the winged demon, I was like, wow, that actually looks really pretty badass, dude, when I saw it, you know, and like even the whole like fire effect at the end when it like kind of fills the church was like, I was like, all right, dude, this is like, you know, put some energy into it. I appreciate that for sure, man. You know, so there was some cool things on that front for sure, man. You know,
Yeah, it definitely had shit going for it in a lot of places. And then, you know, we've obviously in depth covered the things that didn't.
Well, those are the fun parts.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it definitely had some interesting. There was one shot in particular where it was like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a flashing red light on a hospital monitor or a computer. Maybe it was the fucking dudes deciphering Aramaic, and then it like cut to Arnie with a stop hand in the same location. There was some really like clever and artistic choices that reminded me of that kind of like graphic novel-esque feel of Constantine. Like Constantine's framing and the way that it was shot was very, you know, artsy fartsy, and I very much enjoyed it. So there's definitely, it has a lot going for it. Like you said to yourself earlier, you know, like Peter Hyams knows how to make a movie. So there's definitely some good stuff.
anything artsy fartsy or any variation of that serves a movie of this content really well,
totally.
man. You know,
Like,
it's like
most old art is Jesus exclusive, right? Like it was all artsy fartsy, you know?
exactly, dude.
Classic
You know,
architecture, classic art was all Christian based, at least in the Western cultures. So it makes sense. Kev's looking at watches, but I'm into it. I'm into this conversation.
No, I'm not. I'm not really. I'm not looking at watches. I'm looking at. I was just thinking about CCH Pounder, who was in this movie.
Oh yeah,
the
totally,
actress.
man.
I'm a huge fan of hers.
She got fucking robbed here, man. Like they're in the nugs. It's saying like Detective Marge Francis is actually a Satanist the whole time, and she's like misdirecting Jericho. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, that was right.
it's so dumb though. Like I totally took it as like,
yeah, it was.
She gets shot up. You know, she gets possessed. She and the cop next to her get possessed, so she has no control over what she's doing. And then Jericho has to shoot her, and then the devil resurrects her as a puppet. But no, it's not that. She's actually been a Satanist the whole time. Like, fuck off, dude.
Well, that was kind of how I took it, though.
That she was a Satanist the whole time, or that she was a puppet?
Well, yeah, and not only her, like apparently
everybody.
2/3 of the population of New York City were all like.
It turns out that this is actually a Truman Show sequel starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the whole world's in on it.
Bobby Chicago, Satanist.
I mean, if you like the Bears, you're a Satanist. So
no, he was a Jets fan.
Man, dude, this woman has done so much work, dude. Holy,
she's great. I don't remember what I know her from, but I definitely know her from like a million.
Well,
things.
I'd say I'm looking through her stuff from like the '90s, and I think the thing that I really got me like into her was like I was a big fan of The Shield.
Sure.
When that, you remember when that was on?
Yeah.
With
I do.
Oh,
I didn't
God.
watch it. But
Michael Chiklis. Michael Chiklis was the main guy, and he was like, you know, but she was the captain, and like I think that was probably the first thing that really got me onto her. But like, I've just always admired her, man. And like, you can say whatever you want about Avatar, but like, she absolutely crushes the part of like the sort of shaman mother of the tribe character, dude. Like, it's so good. I mean, she's so good. Holy.
Have you seen Avatar Fire Marshal Bill yet? Because I have not.
And I will not.
I know you won't, Ben, but I think like I've been contemplating going to see it in the
Do
theater just because, and
Bring a
here's
pee
why,
bottle.
dude.
Bring a stadium buddy.
Well, as we talked about in that twofer that we did, like the world is like that's the best part of the movie, and it's like it's been so compelling, like in each one, like looking at the forest and then really seeing like the undersea situation in the second one. Like I may go see it just for that reason.
Do it, man.
But I may wait. I may wait as well
Fire
because it
Marshal
would be
Bill
cool
Nighy.
to see it on a large. It would be cool to see it on a large screen if it's visually popping enough. But like, I got to know for sure before I shell out any money for it. That's for sure.
Well, I'll pass, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure 3 hours and
there's-
17 minutes.
How did this get made? I think that the question for those movies are why?
Why?
Why did this get
Yeah,
made?
I know, dude. I'm with you, man.
She's awesome, though. She's got a huge, huge, huge list of credits.
She really does, man. And it's like a lot of voice work, a lot of video game work, like a lot of really cool, different, interesting stuff. Like she was in Godzilla King of the Monsters. She was on NCIS for many moons.
Mm.
The Shield, like it's funny, man. Some people are like, want to be like, like a Tom Cruise type of person, but like this type of actor right here that's just constantly working. Like this lady is like working so much. It's ridiculous. Like that's a lot of work. It's a great career right there. Batman Arkham Origins. I played that game. That was great. She played Amanda Waller. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so she's done a bunch of voice stuff and a bunch of video game work. I mean, yeah, she's excellent. Everything I've ever seen her in, like,
So good.
She's recognizable, and she's always really good.
Yeah, super recognizable, man. Totally.
I've become over the longer I've been around, the more I've had chance to like recognize the fact that there are these actors that have done these character roles in all of these different movies and shows, and and my appreciation for them has skyrocketed.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely,
and,
man.
And like most of them are like, yeah, that guy, or
Yeah,
her,
sure. But they're really like it's funny that like because as you go through time and you realize that like those people are like really the bedrock almost, that like I mean I would say probably like the crew people on the TVs and the movies, like those are really the bedrock that these are made out of, but these guys are like the next layer up. Like you could not have great films with great stars if you didn't have these like excellent actors playing these lesser characters.
Yeah,
end of story.
They're the bedrock of the acting layer of the movies.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes. Well said, dude.
And it was like you see him like whatever rewatching Magnum PI after all these years, you just see all these people that you're like, oh
yeah,
holy shit, hey.
Totally, man. It's kind of how I felt about watching
it's
Running
literally
Scared.
that guy,
Yeah.
Like it's always that.
Right. Watching Running Scared with Bauer and John Grease, like just seeing like all those people. They're those guys are like revered character actors or whatever now. It's just cool. So yeah, I was just thinking about CCH Pounder while you guys were goofing on Bobby Fingers.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Robin Tunney too, man. She was a very 90s
super
era
90s dude. Yeah.
actor.
I remember she's the same age as we are, or I am rather. Yeah, I remember her, like
Christy, New York.
Yeah,
right.
She was the Craft. That was
Can we
her thing,
please
man.
stop on that for a minute? How are we going to find this woman in a city of 15 million people? Well, maybe she's Jesus Christ as a woman. Okay, mate.
Right. And then Arnold's like,
Yeah,
maybe this
Christine. Did we look in the phone
Christine
book to
York.
see if there's a Christina in New York? And Kevin Pollock's like, well, Arnold, your broken clock is right twice a day. And then, like,
Broken clock is
so-
live, laugh, love twice a day.
Exactly, dude. Right. So it's just kind of, and then it's just
May contain
hijinks
pools.
ensue. Yeah. Tee hee hee. Yeah, exactly.
May contain
Oh.
schnapps.
Yeah, may contain a little bit of peppermint schnapps. So anyway, back
Female
to Robin
Jesus
Tunney.
Christ, New York.
Yeah.
She also got underserved here, man. Her character was
Yeah, she's-
very just, oh my goodness, like Bubble Boy kind of fucking shit going on. Except for when she like very competently shoots a dude on the back of the train. Like that? Yeah, exactly like that. With the gun.
Yes.
Yeah, I think The Craft was like the movie that really kind of blew her
Yeah.
up.
But Empire Records too, man. She's pretty legendary in that one.
I loved Empire Records. I thought that was such a great movie, dude.
And Encino
Empire
Man.
Records, The Craft.
My
Encino
wife's
Man.
number one all-time favorite movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what is?
That was like her. That was like her
Encino Man.
fourth movie too.
She's got
yeah.
good taste in movies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man.
I always dug her, man. She should definitely be in more shit. That's how good she is. So anyway, yeah,
Vertical
I agree.
lineage.
She was underserved here as well, and I mean, she definitely gave it what for. There's no question about
Yeah. They all did.
Ooh.
that. Yeah,
Vertical Limits, starring Chris O'Donnell, Bill Paxton,
yeah. That was
Next
a,
week on the
Evan
pod.
Tunney, and Scott Glenn.
Mm.
What the hell? I've never seen this movie. I'm not sure I want to. But
That's a pretty good cast, man. Is that a remake of another Vertical Limit, or is that the Vertical Limit? Because I remember Vertical.
No, that's the Vertical Limit.
That's
Okay.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
the year 2000.
Oh, sorry. I
A
just
climber
saw
must
this
rescue his
movie.
sister on the peak of K2, the second highest mountain in the world.
I just saw this Starfleet Academy show that's coming out. Oh, this looks so stupid, dude.
I've started really enjoying the tagline section of the IMDb. Vertical Limit.
Right.
This December, fear will fall. Courage will
Yeah.
rise. The mountain will decide. Dude, I want to meet the people that have that as a job.
I wish that
What
was
do you
my
do? I
job.
come up with taglines for movies.
Yeah.
It's like people that do jingles.
Dude, I know people that have done jingle. Baggus, his mom, she's a professional singer, man. She used to do jingles all the time.
She's a professional jingler. I like it.
Speaking
No,
of
she was a
jingles,
professional singer. She did a bunch of jingles
Oh, okay,
because you got to get paid, dude.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
she's
jingles,
gonna-
what do you got? You got some jingle action, Benny?
Dude,
it was
hello.
brought to my
He
attention
burnt-
that we forgot to mention the Sam Diego's jingle
Oh,
last
Oh,
week in
God.
our
I don't remember that one,
Cape
but I
Cod
was just gonna.
jingle. Because it's
Go ahead.
Do
cool
it, yeah.
time fiesta. No time to siesta, cause it's a cool time fiesta going on at the one and only Sam Diego.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, nice.
That is a murder, death, kill right there, my man.
That
I'm
is.
sorry.
You slayed us all.
I'm sorry we let you
bro.
down. We cut
No,
most of that
no,
out
no.
of the show because it was like 20 minutes, but fuck, that's not cool.
No, what? Cut most of what out of the show?
There was like a
Out of what?
5-minute chunk in the, not all of it, but there was like a 5-minute chunk where we just sang fucking radio ads from 1999.
No, I don't. I don't think that I cut the singing out. I think I just cut out some of the dead air, dude, to tighten it up
Okay.
because that whole part was so good, man.
It was gold.
It was so good. Like, and I just did the edit, like whatever. I think I sent it to Chad yesterday. So like I think I finally just this morning got Captain Parker's out of my head. I was singing it all day yesterday,
Relax with your mate.
right? No, I did really. So annoying.
We're going to do this whole
Captain
thing again, everybody.
Parker's, come fill up your plate. Captain Parker's. There's nothing worse than when you can't remember the lines for the jingle, but you can't get the jingle out of your head. So you just keep singing the same line, over and over.
The problem is like, I actually went down a bit of a rabbit hole trying to find if there was an audio recording of that, and I couldn't get there, right? But like, I kind of want there to be a recording so that I can take it and Michael McDonald and go into an AI and make like a Michael McDonald version of that fucking ad, and I think it would be amazing.
Ooh, that would be
a Michael McDonald version of the Captain Parker song?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. What the
It'd be so good.
fuck? Dude, that is freaking nuts, man. I can't believe
That shit would go viral on the Cape, dude.
Bro, that would go viral on the freaking Cape.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
your math on U28.
Come down to Captain Parker.
that's a good Michael McDonald, bro.
Right?
To fill up your plate.
Come down to Captain Parker's. Come fill up your plate.
Like a Steely Dan
Stay for
mashup.
the chowder. Right? Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Good times, man.
Exactly.
Michael McDonald sings the Captain Parker's theme song.
Captain Parker's.
All right.
Fill up your plate.
I wish I could sing better so I could do more of a Michael McDonald impression, but
Come love with your mates. I believe never run away. Oh, Captain Parker's.
Just like, we can't put it down. It's like impossible to put down.
exactly. It's like a little.
Captain Parker's.
It's like a.
I've never heard you get so hyped, Kenny. I love it.
What? What do you mean? Sure, he has, dude.
Yeah, but not in this particular way.
But not this. Not this hyped. Cat.
Not in this particular flavor of hyped.
All right, fair enough.
Any other bits and bobs here?
I have none.
You did
I
have a
have
good one with that helicopter,
I have
man.
bit
Fuck, that
the
was fucking
bits
great.
and bob the bobs.
Robert up.
There had to be a subway chase. There had to be the separating of subway cars thing.
Yeah,
Oh, of
the subway
course.
chase was pretty. Yeah, the subway car thing was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked how Arnold went and there was we had like a loadout scene, but it wasn't a typical Arnold loadout scene. It was like,
Yeah.
This is the loadout scene that I do when I'm doing a supernatural battle with demons.
With the devil.
you know, and he's got like these special weird giant bullets and like all kinds of Hellboy type shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, grenades
Yeah,
for
right?
his
Yeah.
for his underloader.
I just loved it.
Yeah,
I just loved
exactly.
the like separating the subway cars, and then Gabriel Byrne's subway car crashes, and then their car is going to crash into Gabriel Byrne's car, and they're like, hold on to this pole for a second. And then it's just like Pancake Man. The Pancake Man's fucking boop, 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 boop. Stops right before they're going to catch on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. It collapsed perfectly to preserve them.
Right. And they just like step off of the subway, and they're like, I'm fine.
Sure.
The ultimate airbag.
And then Mark Margolis is the Pope. I mean, like, what's not to love?
Dude, that guy never. I mean, he did get finally, like in Better Call Saul, he got to play Salamanca.
I want to say
A
it was
lot.
Mark Margolis, but one time on the show, you were like, Mark Margolis always disappoints. You said it. You said it slightly wrong, I think, one time, and it was just fucking great. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it might have been Mark
I was-
Margolis.
I was saying.
You were gonna say
what I was
never
trying
disappoints.
to say was he never fails to deliver And I said he never fails to disappoint.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
I remember that.
That was really
I think it was Mark
funny, yeah.
Margolis.
Yeah,
Oh, he's fucking great.
right on. I think you're right. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't have any more bits and bobs. What about Nuggets? Anything?
Yeah, we covered them.
Caught your eye? Did we
There's
cover the good
apparently
ones?
Constantine, the TV series, 2015.
Who? Mark
Mark
Margolis?
Margolis. Yeah.
Really?
But wait,
Yeah.
didn't we already lose Mark Margolis?
Must have been just before we lost him, I guess.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it died
2023.
August 3rd, 2023.
Yeah. Oh, and he was in 12 Monkeys, the TV series, in 2015. Wow, they
There you
were
go.
taking some swings for TV series in 2015, apparently.
Going
Yeah,
for it.
seriously, man. Wait, what was that thing that you said he was in, Ben? That last thing that he was, or whatever?
Constantine, the TV series,
When the hell was that?
2015.
I don't know. I've ever watched that one. The only nugget that I think that was worth talking about briefly was
12
Stan Winston
Monkeys.
did a full practical devil, and they just didn't use it.
Oh, that's such a bummer, dude.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He said like some poor bastard was in it for like 3 days shooting it. And it's like they strapped his knees and ankles together like he was on a little platform and his arms had to be out. So he was like essentially like crucified inside this fucking giant devil costume. And they just abandoned it. It was like triple the size of Arnie and stuff. So yeah. It's kind of a bummer. Some Stan Winston shit never got to see the light of day.
Sure.
But no. The only other thing I think that was, you said earlier, that was in the nugs was that this is the first movie that he dies in, or the only movie, I suppose, that he dies in.
Yeah, it was really kind of weird to watch that, to be honest with you.
Well, I guess they had an ending where he comes back to life, like God resurrects him, and test audiences were like, yeah, nah, keep him dead. I kind of like that he stayed dead.
Me too. I was glad he didn't like come back to life or some nonsense like that.
And like him and fucking Tunney fall in love and get married.
One thing I will say is that Guillermo del Toro was offered the chance to direct this and turned it down, but like,
Which seems weird because it seems like that was really early in his career.
right, and like this would be something that would be sort of quasi up his alley, you know. I don't, maybe
Yeah.
not biblical things exactly, but you know, I don't know. It'd have been kind of cool to see like the aesthetic that he used on like the Golden Army for like this movie, you know, like.
Mm.
That would have been pretty damn cool, dude, because I absolutely love the Golden Army.
Which one's the Golden Army? I don't know if I know
The
that
second one. That's the second one with Ron Perlman.
Thank
You. That's a freaking death, dude.
That is a death.
That is
Rod
terrible.
Perlman.
Rod Perlman. Rowdy Rod Perlman.
Did you say Rod Perlman?
When-
No, I just have it called Rod Perlman.
Rod
Yeah.
Perlman.
No, guys, my nose is
I got it
stuffed
called
up.
my nose. Rod Perlman.
Yeah, he was doing, I don't know, The Devil's Backbone. I don't know if I've seen that one. That was around the time of this. So.
Rod Perlman. That would be Ron's goofy cousin, dude.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Gonna get a hole in your sidewall there.
Yeah, wow. These,
Deaths? You got
these
some deaths there,
nuggets-
Holmes?
These nuggets blow. Yeah, we got just a couple deaths. The murder, death, kill, obviously for the Sam Diego's.
Sam Diego's murder, death, kill.
Pretty
See, you know,
egregious,
you
but-
get it. You get everybody dies when you don't remember Sam Diego's, and then everyone dies when you go to Sam Diego's. So it's kind of fitting.
That is fitting. And so, truly, folks at home, this is an episode where everybody dies.
Eey.
All right, that was terrible. And then,
I actually went to Sam Diego's a few months ago when I was there. It was all right.
oh, you did.
Really?
I did. I did.
You're full of shit.
I've been there.
No,
a few
I'm not.
times.
No. My when I was a kid, like my first babysitter, when I was like 1 year old, like we met up with her, and we met at San Diego's, and I had I think I had a fucking wet burrito dog, and then I spent 3 days shitting it out. It was great. It's a good time.
A wet burrito hot dog?
No, just a wet burrito dog. DAGG.
Oh, that sounds disgusting, dude. Yeah.
If I remember, it had like a 6-page menu, view menus. I'm looking at the menu.
I spent 3 days extracting it from my
From
colon.
my colon, exactly.
It's so terrible. Anyway, to finish the deaths, the last death was my now ubiquitous Rod Perlman death.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
it.
well deserved, sir. Well deserved.
Absolutely, man.
Maybe we should
Rod
do
Perlman.
I'd be down to do Hellboy 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Have we even touched Hellboy 1?
We haven't done we had that, which is fitting for us.
We have done no Hellboy movies. I don't think.
I'm surprised, considering I know you're such a huge fan of those, Ben. Ben? Did you watch the David Harbour one?
I haven't
Was
even
that
seen
any
that
good?
one.
I don't think so, but not because I'm like, fuck David Harbour.
Yeah,
I
just
love
didn't get to
David
it.
Harbour.
Yeah.
I want to see it because I want to see if like
There's a third one.
people-
Did Del
if
Toro
people are
only do
lame-
2 or did he do 3? I can't even remember. That's a death too. But
Del Toro did 2, and then
2,
they
okay.
came out with the Harbor
Yeah.
one's the newest one, and like I don't know, it just did an absolute nosedive at the box office. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's
yeah,
bad.
Oh, well, we could find out. I'm curious.
I am too.
let's do the Harbor. Let's do Harbor Hellboy.
Let's do the Harbor one, right?
I'm down. Fuck
I
it.
mean, I'm looking at the trailer right now. It looks pretty damn good, dude. Neil
All right, so that's next
Marshall.
week. Recommendations. Would you recommend this? I think you need to fill the Arnie hole, even though it might fall apart under scrutiny. It filled a hole in the Arnie pantheon for me, so I think I have to recommend.
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend it. Like, it's definitely worth a watch. It's also got some interesting things going on, and some kind of like disjointed things, but it's still worth watching. So definitely check it out.
We've had a good time pulling it apart here in the post-mortem. I had a good time pulling it apart watching it, though. So I think if that's what you're going to do, then it's worthwhile because it's a good time. Like I actually had a good time watching this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
It wasn't
definitely.
like I was like, oh, fuck this movie, it sucks. Like, no,
Right.
it wasn't like that. It's a, an entertaining movie that's flawed, that's fun to kind of, pick apart a little bit while you're watching it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well said, dude.
An old other gym bag is in this new Hellboy movie, so I'm kind of into it. I love that guy.
Old leather gym bag. That freaking
Ian
picture was
Machine.
so damn funny, dude. Who cooked
dumb.
up that picture? Was that you, Ben?
I did a version. I think we both did a version. I can't remember.
We both did a version.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. The battle of the old leather gym bag photos.
Cool. So yeah, next week, 2019, Hellboy, David
Hellboy.
Harbour.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I love the like connective tissue sometimes, just where we decide. It's like, what are we doing next week? It's like, well, we were just talking about how Guillermo del Toro almost did this movie, and then we end up on not a Guillermo del Toro Hellboy.
We're talking
love
about
it.
Rod Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Rod.
Yeah,
Rod Perlman.
Rod Perlman.
Ron's
And
brother.
then- And then we
I mean,
don't.
Ron's
we
brother.
don't-
That's what I said. Rod's brother.
And then we don't do Rod.
Oh, God.
we don't
Stuffed
actually do a
up
Rod
nose
Perlman.
joke. Yeah. Also, before we go, folks at home, if you haven't already, check out Screen Divers.
Oh hell yeah, we got a
Podcast.
shout out on a recent episode.
Yeah, available on everything. And
All the things.
Chad and I have guested on the show a couple times, or rather, Chad has. I haven't. I've only done it once, but yeah, check it out. It's a good show. One of the listeners of our show, Umberto, he started that podcast with two of his friends, and they talk about movies as well. And it's
And
a
they have two
different
friends.
angle than
And they have two friends.
It's
and they
three
have
guys
two
that
friends.
talk about movies.
Yeah, they do. They talk about it. They do it a little bit differently than we do. So check it out. It's good.
Totally.
That's it. What other shouts? Anything coming up? Any appearances? Anybody got anything going on?
We gotta hit. You've probably talked to Nick. Like if the Stallones have anything coming up, we should get them back on.
They don't. I actually haven't talked to Nick. I usually do, and I haven't spoken to. Didn't even speak to him over the holidays, so I could reach out to him.
Yeah, we've been real radio silent. Even I've been real radio silent on the Instagram. So if anyone's been hitting us on the grams, it's just because we've been end of year exhausted as opposed to not being in contact. So keep hitting us up. We'll be in touch soon.
Yeah, don't forget general exhaustion as well. That goes
That
along
too.
with
That
that.
too. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We love you all.
Yeah, we love you all. Stay tuned next week thanks for joining us for End of Days. We'll see you next week for 2019 Hellboy.
See ya.
Say bye.
See ya.
Bye.
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 And that's going to wrap up this week's episode. If you'd like to check out the show notes, you can do so in your podcast app of choice or at our website, ebd.fm/episodes/333.
Yeah, boo.
The number of the beast.
Multiply by 3, flip it upside down.
Oftentimes in dreams we see these numbers out of sequence or backwards.
If you'd like to support this great endeavor of ours, you can do so on Patreon. Patreon.com/EBD podcast. Also, tell your friends and family to check out the show. It's really great. Also, you can rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts.
AI, Kev.
Does that sound like AI or what?
Nah, it sounds pretty
Not
good.
really. Additionally, if you want to join us on social, we're on Instagram. That's it. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us for End of Days. We'll see you next week for the 2019 David Harbour Hellboy. So long for now, folks.
One for C-Lab, two for Torpedo, three for Wolverine to round out the trio. In this episode, everybody dies.
Beady, beady, beady. Stop into it.